What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We have a new look, new set. Let me know what you guys think about it. But today we're going to be talking about Super Mario Maker 2, the latest Nintendo Switch release. However, is this a perfect 10 out of 10 game? Let's talk about it. I am obsessed over Super Mario Maker 2. It just came out for the Nintendo Switch. And today I wanted to answer the question, is it a perfect 10 out of 10? Now, most of you can argue that we have two definitive 10 out of 10 games, Breath of the Wild and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I think Splatoon 2 and Super Mario Odyssey are just on the cusp of becoming 10s. I'd probably put them at like 8s or 9s. But Super Mario Maker 2, it's the latest game that kind of makes me think, is this a perfect game? So starting off, I think that most of us are a little bit surprised that Super Mario Maker 2 is even on the Nintendo Switch. Of course, the first game was on the Wii U, and it used the Gamepad perfectly. Like having the Gamepad in your hands, using the stylus to make levels, it was a match made in heaven and really was one of the few games that actually utilized the Gamepad and made gamers realize, hey, maybe two-screen gaming is for real. But Super Mario Maker 2 was announced for the Nintendo Switch, and I couldn't have been happier. I was so afraid that this was going to get locked onto the Wii U. So seeing it on the Nintendo Switch is a really nice surprise. So for starters, I think we need to talk about what makes this game Super Mario Maker 2 instead of like Super Mario Maker Deluxe. And we've seen a lot of mixed things when it comes to Wii U ports and Wii U sequels. Like at first, Splatoon 2 seemed like Splatoon 1.5, and Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, I don't even want to talk about it. Funky Kong, is it worth 60 for Funky Kong? Is it? I think that's the question we all have to answer. Super Mario Maker 2, though, I am happy to report, adds a lot of new content. And the first thing that caught my eye and I am loving is the new story mode. So essentially, you are rebuilding Peach's castle in the Mushroom Kingdom by completing a series of levels. Now, these levels are created by the folks over at Nintendo and Nintendo Treehouse, and these are fantastically made. And essentially, these levels are supposed to show you the possibilities of this game, you know, how to utilize some of these tools, because there is a lot of tools at your disposal to create fantastic levels. So the story mode, I suggest personally starting out with the story mode because, you know, they kind of give you ideas and inspirations to make your own levels. But essentially you will be playing these levels. I think there are about 100. And depending on the difficulty of these levels, you will earn coins, like 100 coins, 200 coins, 300 coins. And you will use those coins with the help of the amazing Mario Maker Toad to rebuild Peach's castle. I felt like this was a breath of fresh air. The first Mario Maker, although I loved it, you were just playing levels for the sake of playing levels. This is actually, you're working towards a goal, and it honestly feels good when you start developing the castle and you see it coming together. You just want to play more and more levels to see what the castle is going to look like. So very cool there. And also, the thing that I was not expecting at all was the writing in this game is very, very good. Like, I was laughing out loud a few times, and you know, the Mario Maker Toads, all the worker toads, they just say some crazy things, and it's really awesome to see. It's nice when Nintendo puts effort into not just the base game, but, you know, some extra modes. So once you are feeling a little bit confident with the story mode and you kind of get your inspiration for making levels, you can do exactly that. You can make levels. I think the cap right now is 32 levels, which I know a lot of people are complaining about, but 32 levels I feel like is a good number. That way, you know, people aren't just making hundreds and hundreds of levels and uploading whatever. There's kind of some quality control there. And I think that the 32 level limit is a pretty good thing. Right now, you guys might be upset, but later down the line, you're gonna see the quality of levels come through. And I have no problem with it. So I have actually made one level so far. I know, I've only made one level, but I've really been enjoying the story mode, and I kind of want to get to know the different tools at my disposal. But I did make a level. I'll share that with you guys right now. The code is on the screen. It is called 60 Coin Shooter, and it is part platformer, part shoot 'em up, but you can create your own objectives within the levels. So 60 Coin Shooter, you have to collect all 60 coins for you to finish the level. It's also a auto-scrolling level, so you have you're kind of against the clock here and against the level. It's not working with you. It's very difficult, but it is possible. I'm not very good at Mario games, so if I was able to complete it, you guys will be able to complete it too. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys were able to complete it. And I really do love that aspect, the fact that anyone could put their codes on Twitter, put their codes in Discord, or maybe you're watching your favorite streamer and you're just putting your codes in the chat and seeing them play it. This is what Mario Maker is all about. And you know, unfortunately for the Wii U, we know the tale. There wasn't a lot of users and really people that bought the Wii U, but there are a ton of people that are hyped about the Switch version. And you know, of course, the Nintendo Switch has far more users than the Wii U ever had. So it's going to be fun to see this game, not only now, because people are still kind of, you know, figuring out the tools and stuff like that, but it's going to be exciting to see this game months and months later once people realize what they have at their disposal. So another cool feature to this game is your maker profiles. I really like how you can customize your avatar, and as you do things and as you complete different achievements, almost Nintendo, we almost had achievements, but you can unlock different cosmetic items for your avatar. I really like that. You can also follow different people, and you know, every time they upload a level, you will be notified. You also get notifications, much like the first game, if anyone comments on your levels or loves your levels. So I really like the whole interactivity of this game. I wanted to talk about one thing though, because a lot of people were telling me that, you know, I'm not buying Super Mario Maker 2 because I don't like making levels. And combined with the story mode, combined with the endless 2D levels that you can play in this game, I think this game is definitely worth it, even if you don't like making levels. Now, one of the biggest things added to this game is the Super Mario 3D World style. And I gotta say, I was doubting it at first because, you know, a little disclaimer here, if you create in the 3D World's style, your levels don't carry over to the other styles. So if you're making Super Mario World level and you try to convert it to 3D World, it's not going to work. There are exclusive parts like the Cat Mario suit and the tubes and the changing blocks and stuff like that. Those are exclusive to 3D World's mode. And at first I was a little disappointed, but then I kind of got it. It does play a lot differently than the other styles. Here's hoping that Nintendo adds something, maybe Paper Mario, maybe Mario Odyssey, something like that. I feel like with 3D World, the possibilities are endless. So guys, let's talk about it. This is the question. This is why you clicked on the video. Besides the fact that you want to see my lovely face, Super Mario Maker 2, is it a 10 out of 10 game? And oh man, you know how picky I am, guys. You know how critical I can be of scores. But I will say this. I can't believe I'm saying this. Super Mario Maker 2 for me is a 10 out of 10 Nintendo Switch game. It is a must buy. If you are even a Mario fan, I just think this game is absolutely perfect. It's taken what was so great about Super Mario Maker, the first game, and has made it even better with Super Mario Maker 2. So I really do think it is a 10 out of 10. I don't want to end on a negative note, but I must say there are two glaring things that are kind of faults about this game, but I don't think it takes away from the overall score. The first thing is I don't like making levels on the TV. You know, of course with the Wii U, you had the gamepad at your disposal. It was very natural, but the Nintendo Switch, they made it so you can make levels on the screen, but it just, you know, I feel more precise when I'm using it in handheld, and that's actually how I make levels. Right now, I make it handheld with my finger. I feel like it's more precise. However, if you have a nylon stylus, you can't use the 3DS or Wii U stylus, but if you have a nylon stylus that's made for tablets and smartphones, you can use it handheld. So that's one of them. The second thing is Nintendo did not bring back a feature from the first game, which could still make its way onto this game with a feature update or patch, and that is amiibo support. It was awesome scanning in your amiibos and seeing the 8-bit versions of them. I always like when amiibos have extra content on the amiibo itself. They're cool little statues, but it's nice to see them come to life, and that's exactly the feeling that I had with the first game, scanning in a Donkey Kong amiibo and playing as an 8-bit Donkey Kong in like a jungle level. It just adds to the themes. You know, a lot of people like to make themes like jungles and tunnels and forests and deserts and stuff like that. And if you can scan in your amiibo and make it, you know, feel like the player is more immersed in the level, that definitely helps out the level as well. But even with those two things aside, this, guys, is a perfect 10 out of 10 game. I'm really loving it. And I'm actually excited to put more time into these levels and get better at making levels. But like I said, guys, let me know what you think about this game in the comments. Are you still on the fence? You know, maybe you don't like making Mario levels. I assure you guys, you will have fun with this game. Let me know in the comments. And guys, remember to hit like or subscribe if you like the content. I will see you in the next video. It is really weird standing up. I'm kind of awkward. I don't know what my hands are doing. I hope you guys like this video. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.